for your business, for all life's events. Key Video.
There's something cooking in the neighborhood. From where I stand, it's looking mighty good. You're gonna love it. Come dine with me. Come dine with me. Come dine with me.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Come Dine With Me, Western New York. Our show is all about introducing you to some of the finest chefs in Western New York and learning some of their secrets that you can use right in your own kitchen. I'm Jan Farrington.
And jingle bells, I'm Russ Salvatore. Before our celebrity chefs tell us what's in store for tonight, I want to acknowledge our fine sponsors who make our show possible. Artisan Kitchen and Baths, Key Video Productions, and of course my staff here at Russell's Steaks, Chops, and more. Some of the hardest working men and women I know, especially around this time of the year.
Oh, that's so true, Russ. We had the opportunity to videotape portions of our show here at Russell's, and you know, that's where we are right now, in the lounge area, and every time we walk through these doors, we are greeted with such hospitality. Wouldn't you agree, chefs?
We absolutely agree, Jan. And that same hospitality can be felt at so many of the fine restaurants here in Western New York, not only during the holiday season, but every day their doors are open. You'll see a great example of what I mean in just a few minutes when I take you on a tour of Orazio's restaurant and Portofino's banquet facility. And then later on, we're digging into our home invasion classics with a visit to the Roetzer family. Scout Roetzer is an avid hunter, so we're going to show the family and you just how easy it is to prepare wild duck. To complement the main entree, sweet potato pancakes and a rhubarb cherry crisp for dessert. It just doesn't get any better than that this holiday season.
From saltwater aquariums to scuba diving, the man that knows the most about fresh fish, Tom Payne, owner of the Grapevine restaurant. You know, some people are afraid to make fresh fish, but Tom's going to show us how easy it is to make one of his favorite dishes, Parmesan Crusted Grouper. You're going to love this.
Russ and Jan, you are going to love this next dish. Coming up soon, I'll be cooking with Bryan Dunn from Avezzano Ristorante, and we are doing seafood risotto. Look at that.
Thank you, chefs. And on our Mad About Wine segment, our wine expert, Jeff Siren, answers the age-old question. Expensive wines, are they really worth the price? We'll find out later in the program.
Let's get things rolling. Here's Chef Krista Van Wagner from Curly's in Lackawanna and Chef Bryan Dunn from Avezzano Ristorante.
Here we are today with a great holiday meal idea. I'm with Chef Bryan Dunn from Avezzano Ristorante, and tell me a little about your shrimp risotto that we're going to be working with today.
Thanks, Krista. We're going to be doing a seafood risotto. It's a classic Venetian dish. We do it at the restaurant with clams, mussels, and white tiger shrimp. The first thing that we're going to do today is we're going to have a nice hot pot.
The spoon.
Yeah, the wooden
all
spoon.
About the spoon.
You have to use a wooden spoon for risotto.
Yes.
I was taught this long ago. If you don't use the wooden spoon, you'll break up your rice, and then you can't have good risotto with broken rice. It just doesn't work.
There we go. Let's get started.
We're gonna get some oil hot in our pan.
All right.
Little garlic.
Yum, yum. All right.
Some white onion.
And let's start stirring.
Yeah, start stirring.
Oh, what we're going to be doing today. Stirring. I love this dish.
We're going to add our risotto. Okay. Oh, thank you.
And what kind of rice are you using there?
This is arborio rice. It's a short grain Italian rice. It's very starchy.
And you're going to saute it out to coat every single kernel with that oil, right?
Yep. We want to coat it and really toast the rice. That brings up a lot of flavor.
Nutty flavor.
Nutty flavor, yep. You
Love
get a
it.
little nuttiness from your garlic being toasted.
Yep.
So we're going to turn our heat down a little bit because it's a little high.
And I have a lot of patience today.
Good, because we'll be here for a while.
Let me stir.
Now that our rice is nice and toasted, we're going to add our hot seafood stock. It's shrimp shells and onion and carrot and celery that we just cook down for about 45 minutes to an hour just to get a nice flavor out of it.
All right.
If you don't make one at home, you can always just use clam juice, actually, as a good substitute.
Great idea. Canned clam juice, just strain it off, run it through, and bring it up to a boil. And that's something that is really important with risotto. Did you notice the stock was boiling? You want to put a nice hot stock into this, if I'm correct.
Yeah, because obviously cold stock will just lower the temperature of your pan, and it'll just take longer to cook. And risotto takes long enough as it is.
As it is.
We've continued adding our stock over the last 15 to 20 minutes, slowly adding it and stirring it as always stirring. You add your stock, and as that cooks into the rice, as it is absorbed, just add a little bit more, and you keep going, and basically until your rice won't hold any more liquid. And it's about 15 to 20 minutes, and about 3 times the amount of rice you have, it'll hold about that much liquid. So we're going to start adding our flavoring ingredients.
All right, that's what I'm ready for.
We're going to start with salt and pepper. You don't want to add salt and pepper before when you're making your risotto, because as it reduces, it ends up being oversalted at the end. We're going to add some fresh capers.
You like capers? Did you ever get those real big capers?
The caperberry ones? Yeah, the big ones. Yeah, they're nice. I like the smaller, a little bit more
they don't surprise
mild
that
flavor.
much.
Yeah. We're going to add a little bit of our pomodoro sauce, fresh parsley.
I like that word, fresh.
Fresh parsley, yeah.
Thank you. That's what it's about.
Some dill.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, I love it.
The dill's not actually very classic for this dish.
No,
but
not at all. You surprised me on that
it's
one.
my little, my little
punch.
addition that I like to do.
All right.
So now what we're going to add is the seafood to make this a real seafood risotto.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I like
We're
the
going to
shrimp.
start with 3 or 4 nice big fresh white tiger shrimp. And since this is still so hot, and we're still cooking for a few more minutes.
We're still stirring for a few more minutes.
That shrimp is going to get nice and cooked, tender, and it won't overcook, because that's what a lot of times will happen, is you'll add your seafood too quickly,
Right.
and it overcooks.
Exactly. I love that.
And we can add a few fresh clams.
I love it. And I'm going to grab a couple mussels.
Throw a couple. Yep, go for it. Throw a couple mussels in there.
I'm going to do at least like, oh, come on. I'm a mussel girl.
There you go.
There we go. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Looks great.
So now we're going to add just a little bit more liquid.
She's coming together.
Yep.
And I tell you, we got a lot of flavor in that pan.
And really, at this point, the shrimp you can see are nice and cooked. Let me grab that spoon, see if
Okay.
we need any more salt or pepper to this.
All right. How is it?
Perfect.
Perfect. Brian, this is a wonderful, wonderful combination. With that dill, I just got a little caper. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Krista.
Beautiful job.
Come on down to Avezzano's Ristorante, 204 Como Park Boulevard, right off Union Road. We're open 7 days a week. Come dine with me, Western New York.
Portions of the program are brought to you by Buffalo Hotel Supply. Design, deliver, and install. We can do it all.
Coming up next, a tour of Orazio's and Portofinos. It's not like home, it is home.
Hello, I'm Russ Salvatore. Holidays are just around the corner. A gift certificate for Russell's Steaks, Chops, and more, or an overnight stay at Salvatore's Grand Hotel could be a great suggestion. For every $100 that you would spend, I will give you a complimentary $25 gift certificate. From our staff to you, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Be our guest. Let me do the rest.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out Key Video, Buffalo's premier television, DVD, and web video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it, and we're ready to go to work for you, for your business, for all life's events. Call Key Video at 884-5391. That's 884-5391.
The Village Inn, located on Ferry Road in Grand Island, offers a quaint, home-like atmosphere for your dining pleasure. And the food? Ah, yes, the food. homemade soups from scratch, prime rib and pasta specials, along with Western New York favorites, including our famous fish fry. And of course, a perfect ending to one of our great meals, our famous desserts. It truly is Grand Island's best kept secret. The Village Inn, comfort food at its best.
Think global, but stay local at the Salvatore School of Hospitality and Business at Trocaire College, where we prepare you for a future in the ever-growing worldwide hospitality industry.
Sometimes being a student and being a mom can be an impossible combination. Trocaire gave me the flexibility that I needed to succeed in the classroom and as a parent.
A world of opportunity is waiting at the Trocaire School of Hospitality. Contact us today and begin your journey to success.
People always ask me, Chef Marco, when you're in the mood to go out to eat, where do you go? At the top of my list has got to be Orazio's restaurant in Clarence. Whether it's their innovative daily specials, their authentic Italian, or their incredible banquets, it's easy to see why. Come dine with me at the award-winning Orazio's. I'm joined by head chef and owner Orazio Ippolito. Tell us a little bit about the secret of your success here at Orazio's.
Well, Marco, we have a saying here at Orazio's. It's not like home, it is home. And one of the things we pride ourselves on is friendly, comfortable atmosphere. And we're proud to be on a first-name basis with a lot of our guests. So when you come to Orazio's, you can get your favorite drink from Sam at the bar, or talk to Amy out in the dining room, or ask Mike any question you might have about our banquet facility.
It's no wonder everyone's talking about Orazio's. I seem to hear your name popping up in the news and online all the time.
We've been lucky to win our share of awards recently, including the best overall food at the Taste of Clarence. Our pasta puttanesca won first place, the People's Choice Award at the Taste of Buffalo this year. Our pasta con vodka won the New York State Best Dish Award.
Well, you can understand why. Everything here is so fresh. I saw the guys back there making bread, and I know all your desserts are made daily.
Yes, we make everything from scratch here. The bread's made every day, the pastas, the lasagna noodles, and all our desserts, gelatos, everything's made in-house. We have our daily specials, fresh steak, seafood, and just about anything you can think of that you're in the mood for, we'll have it.
That's awesome. Can guests expect the same homemade quality from your catering and banquets too?
Definitely. It doesn't matter if it's 4 people or 400 people, you're still going to get the homemade bread, the fresh pastas, the same service that you get in the front of the house. And we have our banquet facility, Portofino's, connected to the restaurant, that we can customize any type of menu for you and make it as simple or as elegant as you want. And we do drop-off catering as well. And if you want to host an event in your house or your office, we will take care of everything for you.
Well, I'm feeling right at home here at Orazio's. I'm getting a little hungry too.
Well, you've definitely come to the right place.
Come out and join us at Orazio's restaurant on Main Street in Clarence, where it's not like home, it is home.
Thanks, Marco. Jen, you've been to Orazio's, haven't you?
I sure have. I had lunch there, and Orazio was telling me all about his restaurant and how he just loves to cook for people. And I think the best way to explain it with Orazio is food is love. I had this sandwich that was like this. I could only eat half of it. It was called the Florenzia. Highly recommend it. That's another restaurant we should go to sometime, okay?
Are you going to take me?
Sure.
Oh, no, I have to pay this time.
Well, we'll see, okay? And then, you know, I was in the mood for spaghetti and meatballs, so I took takeout, and I got this unbelievable dinner to take home and just heat up, and oh, everyone in the family loved it. Spaghetti, meatballs, fresh homemade bread. I'm getting hungry thinking about it.
Well, when I go there, Orazio always treats me like a king. As soon as I get there, he brings me an artichoke. And he's got these big artichokes all stuffed. You want to see a guy eat like a slob, excuse me. You take those leaves, you suck those and chew them right off. He knows how much I enjoy them.
I know, and you know, it's like me with pasta. You know, I just can't have enough, and I usually end up with sauce all over me, but it's totally worth it.
He's a wonderful person, Jen. Well, now it's time for another dish. Let's head back to Artisan Kitchen and Bats with Chef Art. He's with Tom Payne, chef and owner of the Grapevine Restaurant in Amherst.
Grapevine's noted for their aquarium. Tom Payne is an avid scuba diver. Who knows best about fresh fish better than an avid scuba diver, Tom Payne? Today we're going to be preparing one of your signature dishes, Parmesan Crusted Grouper.
Yes. I'm starting off here with some cubed white bread. Then I'm going to add some parsley that I've chopped up. I like to use the flat Italian parsley. Okay, then a little salt, a little pepper. A little salt first, a little pepper. And this, you want to pretty heavily season this because this is where the fish is going to get all the flavor. I've got some fresh garlic I've chopped up here. Never too much garlic, right?
Never had enough garlic. Never had enough garlic.
All right. And then this is cheese. Plenty of this. Okay. Some lemon juice. And then I'm going to put some extra virgin olive oil to bond it all together. Okay. Then we're going to mix it. Okay, this is going to take a little bit of time to mix. Looks like it's just about done, Art.
That looks awesome. It smells fantastic.
Yeah, doesn't it have a beautiful aroma?
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Now, Tom, I understand being an avid scuba diver, you caught this with your own hands, right?
Absolutely.
Of course.
These are just like the ones you catch in Florida. This is a Gulf of Mexico grouper. It's a red grouper. We're going to put it down, and then we're going to add this Parmesan crust to it. And you don't want to go on too thick because it gets pasty. So we just want to put a thin crust so it gets nice and crispy while it's cooking, but we want it to be completely covered. Okay, otherwise the part that doesn't have any of the Parmesan crust will get, it'll get a little overcooked because the moisture for the fish is going to come out of this,
out of the breading,
with the extra virgin olive oil that we added and the lemon juice, and that's going to go down into the fish.
And that keeps it nice and moist.
Exactly. Now, don't worry if a little bit goes off on a pan like that. When we take it off, that'll just stay on the pan. All right, she's all ready. Actually, we'll add a little bit more right here. And we'll go right into the oven with it. We're going to go at 350 degrees for about 10 or 15 minutes.
Oh my God, Tom, this is amazing. I can taste the cheese, the fresh lemons, the fresh flat leaf parsley. The infusions of flavors is amazing. You got to be very proud of this dish.
Thank you so much, Art. Remember, the Grapevine Restaurant, 2545 Niagara Falls Boulevard, Amherst. I'm Chef Tom Payne. Come dine with me, Western New York.
This part of the program is sponsored by Key Video Productions. Key Video, creating the image your business deserves.
And Russell Steaks, Chops, and more. Be my guest. Let us do the rest.
Make-A-Wish has been granting wishes for children battling life-threatening conditions in Western New York for over 19 years.
On behalf of the Board of Directors of Make-A-Wish, we'd like to thank Russ Salvatore, who single-handedly granted 6 wishes alone in the last year.
Make-A-Wish relies on donations to grant all the wishes.
If you'd like to be part of this great organization, log on to wny.wish.org.
And join us as we celebrate hope, strength, and joy.
Looking for your next favorite restaurant? Then open the door to Gatehouse Grill. At Gatehouse, we make everything from scratch, including our soups and sauces. Enjoy our award-winning chicken Rockefeller or a specialty martini from our copper-topped bar. And don't forget dessert, handcrafted daily by our pastry chef. It's no wonder Janice Oken gives us 3.5 out of 4 stars. Gatehouse Grill, fine dining food, casual dining prices.
Think global, but stay local at the Salvatore School of Hospitality and Business at Trocaire College, where we prepare you for a future in the ever-growing worldwide hospitality industry.
In just 2 years, I got the education I needed to open my own restaurant. Trocaire even helped me expand my network in the community. Those connections are priceless.
A world of opportunity is waiting at the Trocaire School of Hospitality. Contact us today and begin your journey to success.
A question that I'm often asked is why am I going to spend $50 on a bottle of wine when this $10 bottle of wine makes me just as happy? Well, let me ask you a question. Do you ever go into your car dealership and ask them why a Ferrari costs more than a Ford Focus? Or go into the realtor and ask them why beachfront property costs more than an apartment? You never do. With me, I have a $50 bottle of wine, a $100 bottle of wine, and a $300 bottle of wine. Well, why are they so expensive? Well, first of all, it's the type of winemakers that you have making this wine. These are some of the best winemakers in the world. It's also the best soil in the world. What does that mean? Can I tell the difference between a $10 bottle and these $50 bottles? Absolutely. The quality just jumps up. Now, I know when you pop open a cork of this, you're gonna sit there and say, Jeff, for this $300 bottle of wine, it better sing or watch my kids. Well, I can't say it's gonna watch your kids for you, but I can tell you what, you can probably share this with your kids in about 20 to 25 years when they're old enough to drink it. That's the difference also on these wines. They can age forever. You know how neat it is to grab a bottle of wine and actually drink something that's older than you? That's fantastic. So I highly encourage just to take a chance, grab a bottle, especially during the holidays. We don't have a problem just dropping 50 bucks on a porterhouse. So don't feel so shy about spending $50 on a really good bottle of wine. Trust me, you'll know the difference. I'm Jeff Siren, and I am mad about wine.
Thank you, Jeff. You know, having a steakhouse that I have, we serve all kinds of wine, expensive wines, and very reasonable wines. I really could not tell the difference between a $200, $3 bottle of wine or maybe a $10 bottle of wine. I really would love to sit down with a great wine connoisseur one of these days and see if I would know the difference between a $200 bottle of wine or maybe a bottle of Opal. Who knows? There must be something to it. Well, it's time again for tonight's home invasion.
My husband does the cooking, 90% of it, but that's his passion.
Just kind of grew up with it. My mother still comes over all the time on a Sunday, and you know we prepare something together. It's just something fun to do.
Every single channel on my TV is recorded with his cooking shows.
Scott's business partner Barry's coming over, and he actually did a lot of work in the kitchen. He hung the cabinets, and some of our other friends are going to come over, and they know how much Scott loves cooking. And to have these chefs here for him, it's just couldn't believe it. He's so excited to do this.
I think it's going to be awesome.
Hey guys, how are you? Hey Marco, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for having us in your house.
Nice to see you. How are you? Thanks for coming.
Appreciate it. Art's coming. All ready to go hunting now, brothers. Let's go. We're going. Art, he's a hunter, not hunting.
You know, when I got here today, I was all prepared to go hunting. I brought my gun, I brought the bullets, I brought plenty of Band-Aids, and I found out that they already went hunting, and they shot a duck.
Scott's a avid hunter, and he likes the wild game and likes more exotic things.
So Krista was nice enough to give us her jerk sauce and some Arkansas wild mailer duck breast.
Believe it or not, I never really got any ducks, and I've never really had duck before. It sounds like the way they're going to prepare it should be pretty interesting.
Art was going to do the red cabbage,
which is an absolute perfect complement to the duck that we have prepared for our main dish.
And Tucker did the sweet potato pancakes and the rhubarb cherry crisp.
The thing that inspired me with the potato pancake is the jerk marinade. The jerk marinade has a lot of allspice in it, cinnamon and nutmeg, and some really bright, bold flavor that actually go real well with sweet potatoes too. So to make a sweet potato pancake that would complement that was really part of the fun challenge.
I think everybody's going to enjoy it.
We talked about doing a cherry crisp, and cherry crisp just wasn't going to cut it for me, just traditional cherry crisp. So I was thinking, how about some rhubarb? How about some sweet and savory? I brought in some frozen cherries and some frozen rhubarb, and I slow smoked them last night, like cold smoked them. We're going to zest some lemons. Are you familiar with zesting? Why don't you go to it and make sure we don't take off too much white, and we'll make some zest there. Scott was a pleasure to work with, quite knowledgeable. He's fired up.
Oh, for me, it was pretty amazing. Things seemed to go pretty well right off the bat.
It's great when you have a good student and you're able to really make some outrageous things. Quarter cup of sugar. And we're going to mix that around. We're going to get a pan real hot on the stove there. We're going to flambe this in a little bit of Applejack brandy. It's reduced down. We're going to take it. We're going to pour it right on top of here in our dish. Now we want to take our crisp and we want to crumple it up on top. Add a little cheese, add a little jalapeno to it. And then we're going to pop this in the oven, 350 degrees. We're going to check in about 25 minutes and see where we're at. So we really got a dynamic crisp that would also complement that duck nice. We're going to start working on our sweet potato pancakes. fill the bowl. Diced garlic, green onions. We're gonna throw a little bit of flour in there.
Oh, Art's great. He could be a stand-up comic, I think. You know, he puts everybody at ease. He's a lot of fun. He knows what he's doing.
We cooked a braised red cabbage. First of all, what I did was I took some fresh red cabbage, added some vinegar, some caraway seeds, a little bit of sugar to cut the acidity, some fresh ground pepper, and some salt.
I think it was fun, too. We were mixing that all up with our hands, you know, just getting right into it.
And I let that permeate for about an hour and 15 minutes. I took some fresh smoked bacon, and we diced it up nice and fine, put it in the pan, sauteed it. We added in some very, very finely diced onions. We added that mixture to the red cabbage. We mixed it all up, we put it in a pan, added a couple cups of water, finished it off with a little Granny Smith apples.
Putting the apples with the cabbage, I would have never, you know, thought of that, and it really was a great flavor.
And we just let it just simmer on the stove, and while the duck was roasting nice and comfortably in the oven, it looked out perfect. I made a real nice plate presentation as well.
And then I was in charge of the duck, which I got to cook with Jordan, and using Krista's jerk sauce, just took it over the top. We're gonna make wild mallard duck jerk style. We're gonna put a little twist on it. So you're gonna help me as we move along, okay?
Yep.
We took the duck, we cleaned it and marinated it, and we added a little jalapeno and some red sweet onion. Naturally gotta add some garlic to it.
I think we worked well together because he's really funny and nice, and he let me do a lot of the things.
I'm gonna have you throw some of Krista's hot sauce in there. Oh, that's perfect. And she was a natural. She fit right in. She was so nervous at first. And just get in there and just knead it a little bit, and you're just gonna work that duck a little bit. And it feels great, doesn't it?
It had a really weird feel to it, and it was cold.
You've done an amazing job. You have done this before, haven't you?
Yeah.
So now that all the flavors are in that duck and they're married, we're gonna take it, put it on this plate, and we're gonna throw it in a smoking hot grill, just on the other side of medium rare, before medium. And that's the way you wanna eat duck.
Just the way that they tied everything together, everybody was raving about how just each taste really went with the other one.
Oh, the meal was awesome. I've never had duck like that before. It was great.
Even the young girls, they were fighting with us at the end for the last couple pieces.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. It'd be fun if everyone came back and we did it again.
Man, I'm impressed.
Western New York?
Come dine with me.
The romance of Tuscany, the flavor of DiPaolo's, everything you love about DiPaolo's, the food, the friendship, the family. Whether in our elegant dining room or outside in the courtyard, the atmosphere is authentic. For a simple dinner out or the affair of a lifetime, find Tuscany in your own backyard. Ilio DiPaolo's Restaurant, Banquets, and Ringside Lounge in Blaisdell, a family restaurant with a gourmet touch.
Another great show, Jan. I think we all learned some information that was very valuable to us today. I know I did.
I certainly did too, Russ. And just a reminder, if you want the recipes you saw today or you want to catch all of our episodes, it's all available on our Facebook page.
Thanks for joining us today. Next week we have a very special New Year's show that you won't want to miss.
For everyone here at Come Dine With Me Western New York, I'm Jan Farrington.
And Jan, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus. I'm Russ Salvatore. Merry Christmas to you and our beautiful viewers out there.